Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin sayyidil mursaleen wa ala alihi ajma'in. In this video, I will try to very briefly describe the Sharia compliance process that Mabrook has gone through. Alhamdulillah, we are happy to share that for the Mabrook platform, together with our Sharia experts, we have gone through extensive exercise to ensure that each and every step is Sharia compliant. So let me explain how. But before I start, let me give some introductory remarks. As we know, as Muslims, as believers, Sharia compliance is an obligation, a wajib. It's not a choice that an individual or a company or an institution owned by Muslims would have. We have to ensure that each and every income, each and every revenue that we generate is halal, is Sharia compliant, and it is free from haram element. Now, when it comes to structuring a product or assessing a platform like Mabrook, it is really a heavy task. It's not just looking into certain documents and signing off. Rather, because particularly it is also based on blockchain, it has a number of additional elements that we have to go through. So what we have done in a very nutshell, firstly, we tried to understand the entire product ecosystem that Mabrook will be offering. For example, the financing schemes, how the financing will work, what are the use cases people will have, companies will have to raise their funds, how would they like to raise their funds, what are the nature of the returns, are those fixed returns or variable returns over a period of time, what are the types of profits, if any. So based on these discussions, we came up with certain structures, and those structures, after several iterations, amendments, have been finalized and agreed upon together with the business team of Mabrook, together with other compliance issues, etc., to ensure that the structures are, number one, Sharia compliant, number two, regulatory wise there is no issue, and number three, the processes within the blockchain ecosystem, from tokenization, issuing the tokens, redeeming the tokens, selling the tokens, the whole ecosystem is also Sharia compliant. And moreover, what we have done, so in this practice, before I go to the next point, in this practice, we have gone through four primary structures, which are basically murabaha, a sale which has a markup profit, ijara, which is a lease, in this case a financial lease. We have also reviewed musharaka, which is a profit sharing contract, and musharaka mutanaqisa, which is a diminishing partnership contract. Now, on top of going through the entire system and structuring, we have also come up with a very extensive Sharia handbook. And that Sharia handbook basically lies down the standards and the operational guidelines that Mabrook has to follow in every single step that we have reviewed. So this is a total package. It doesn't only mean that there are certain processes that we have reviewed, but also ensure that in the future there are operational controls and governance systems in place to ensure that it is end-to-end Sharia compliant. Now, there are still things remaining, and we hope the commitment that we have seen from Mabrook shall be still relevant, and we will have more efficient working relationship on this to make it more Sharia compliant. But before I finish this video, I also want to remind everyone, when it comes to Sharia compliance of particular financial product, it is not a one team show. It's not a responsibility of the product owner itself. It's a collective effort that we have to make. In this case, the one who is raising the funds, the one who is going to invest, and the platform, which is Mabrook, in assistance with our shared wisely company, for example. Everyone has to put their effort, have the proper intention, the right intention and the mindset, so that we can collectively achieve what we want to achieve. We want to collectively achieve Sharia compliance and Halal compliance in the entire ecosystem of what we have explained so far. So I would urge every one of us, including the ones who will be raising funds through Mabrook and the ones who will be investing through Mabrook, to educate yourself, at least the basics of the contract that you will be dealing with. For example, if you are going to invest in a project which will be utilizing musharaka concept. On the other hand, if you are raising for a project or something which will be utilizing the musharaka concept. Now, what I would urge is try to understand the very basic requirements of musharaka. What is musharaka? What are the things required for a proper musharaka contract? What nullifies the musharaka contract? What makes it Sharia non-compliant? Once we understand those basics, and it will take just a few hours, believe me. Once we understand those very basics, inshallah, it will be very easier for all of us to collectively make our financing Sharia compliant. So with that message, I would like to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.